Welcome back, Truth Seeker. Over the weekend, a story emerged out of Fort Worth, Texas. CNN reported a black woman was shot and killed by a white police officer in her Fort Worth, Texas home after a neighbor called dispatchers to report the woman's front door was open, police said. The officers were searching the perimeter of the woman's home when they saw a person standing near a window inside, and one of them opened fire, killing her, Fort Worth police said. The Tarrant County Medical Examiner identified the woman killed as 28-year-old Adatiana Coquise Jefferson. She died at 2:30 a.m. Saturday in the bedroom of her home. So, Saturday was October 12th. They've put out a video of this. It's a very short video. It's very fast when the officer yells out when he sees the person through the window and shoots. It's just bang, bang. But here's what I noticed right away about this story. When you decode the woman's name, it sums to 102, like please. And 102 is also a number that's stamped on black history in a not-so-nice way. It's a big number with the American Civil War. The N-word equals 102. Slavery equals 102. And if you ever heard that KSR1 song about the sound of the police, he talks about how police officers are actually just an extension of the old times, the people who monitored the slaves, who policed the slaves. And that's exactly right. Overseer and officer. It was an overseer who watched the slaves. And I'll show you something about that word, overseer. Overseer in the most pure cipher is 44, just like officer is 44. Overseer and officer. But the day this happened, October 12th, 2019, date was 61 numerology, Fort Worth, TX 61. So the date went with the location, as it always does in News by the Numbers. I honestly suspect that this entire story is a hoax. If it wasn't, it was a ritual killing. And notice they went to the nearby church. They got Pastor B.R. Daniels Jr. of the Beth Eden Baptist Church to come out and talk about it. Just made this point the other day. I've made it 1,000 times before. Nearly every minister in every church of the world is a Freemason. Most of them are in the York Rite. But notice his necklace. The Freemason, compass and square, the capital G. Some woman said, I've never heard that before. I go to church. Freemasons are devil worshippers. Well, again, for the woman who left that comment, you're an ignorant person like pretty much every religious person is. I think to be religious, you have to be willfully ignorant. Freemasonry doesn't mean you're a devil worshipper. Freemasonry, to be in Freemasonry, you have to believe in a higher power, a creator, a godlike entity. That could be Satan. And there are satanic people within Freemasonry, but not everyone. But yes, most church leaders are Masons and members of secret societies. And, here's just your latest example. I noticed the Beth Eden Baptist Church equals 113, number of the Scottish Rite. Beth Eden Baptist Church also sums to 211, like Mason. 211 is the 47th prime, like the 47 degrees on the Masonic compass, like he has around his neck. And his name, B.R. Daniels Jr., 112. The date of the shooting was 1012, October 12th. B.R. Daniels Jr. is also 49, like Scottish. It's also 185 and 77, like Secret Society. Christ is also 77. So, fitting, contrived name, B.R. Daniels. Again, is this even a real person? There's this website, thispersondoesnotexist.com. Every time you go here, it loads up a face of someone that looks pretty real, but it's not. It's a computer-generated image. No one on this site is real. Every time you refresh it, a new person that's not a real person. So, how can you tell the difference? The point is you can't. You cannot. And it brings about the question, is this a real person? Is there really an Adatiana Coquise Jefferson? So, by the looks of things, I would say the answer is no. And today, supposedly the officer who shot her, they put out his name and he resigned. Notice he's resigning Monday, October 14th, 2019. To date with 36 numerology. Resign equals 36. We just talked about this Friday. Resignations in 36. So what a day for the resignation. The story comes from Police Chief Ed Kraus. And Kraus said the officer who resigned, his name is Aaron Dean. A-D. A is 1, D is 4. What's today? The 14th, 1-4. Notice Ed Kraus is 47, like policeman, like cop, like government, like authority, like Christian. And as for the name of the officer, Aaron Dean. So some things that stand out. Aaron Dean is 73 and 170, like sacrifice. If somebody really was killed, I suspect it was a purposeful hit, a ritual sacrifice. Again, that song, Police, Murder by Numbers, about how killing's the sport of the elite. It's as simple as ABC 1, 2, 3. The band chosen to sing that song, The Police. The police always saying suspicious deaths. There's nothing suspicious about them. Case in point with the Korean pop star today, just the latest. The name Aaron Dean also sums to 37 and 53, like shooting. And Fort Worth, where this happened, equals 53. The family of the victim, their attorney is Lee Merritt, 53. So I'm seeing the 53s pop up. The name Aaron Dean. Dean is 84 and 21, like Jesuit. Again, the Jesuits operate in 112 countries. The shooting was on 1012, kind of like 112. Just talked about that number in the latest news with Pope Francis, 112. So, whole thing looks like news by the numbers. More divisive stuff, black and white. We've gotten a lot of this over the years. It's cooled down since 2015. But they still give us the, refresher every now and then to remind us, police are murderers who get off with murder, and also the black and white narrative. So my guess is that every last person involved in this story and most stories like it are Masons. We've seen it many times before. The Philando Castile killing, you had the family member in the news talking about the unwarranted death, and he was wearing his Freemason pin for all to see. But most people don't see that. Most people, they don't even catch on when the Freemason's pin's there. They don't even recognize this symbol. They don't know anything about it. Most people who aren't in Masonry don't have a clue. And most people don't have a clue that this entire nation was established by Masons by the numbers, and everything about this nation's history has been done by this code. That's why 102 is coded all over the Civil War, too. So, we'll leave it there, Truth Seeker. Until next time.